kind of changed up the opening a little bit. It's fine. Anyway, for those of you that don't know me, I am a very small gaming and political content creator, currently focusing more on the political side of things. Simply because the midterms coming up, things are going crazy in the world. So let's talk about things. I have no issue with that. Oh shit, I gotta fucking forgot the phone lines. Give me 1 minute. I gotta pull those up. Thought I had everything ready. I do not have everything ready. Phone lines are open. Okay, pull those over here and pull that open. Cool, perfect. Now we're ready. Anyway, so for those of you that don't know me, like I just said, I am a Bessel's End. I'm a very small gaming and political content creator. I am a progressive. I focus on current events of what is going on today and everything else. So, yeah. Anyway, so today we are talking with MAGA. If they would like to request up, that'd be amazing. If not, hey, whatever. I didn't shoot with that. Anyway, so for those of you over on the clock app, if you would like to tap screen, do all the things, great, fantastic. Um, that'd be appreciated. For those of you on the other apps, hey, just do all the things. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, like I said, hey, if you are MAGA and you still support Trump, please call in, request up if you're on the clock app. I would love to talk to you. But until then, we are going to be talking about current events. So last night, I mentioned there was a possible deal with Iran, and um, yeah, that took a fucking nosedive because holy fucking shit. I mean, to be fair, what else were we fucking expecting? So let's put on the display capture here, and let's throw it on tube side as well, and I need the buttons where they all just turn on. Anyway, so yeah, so here last night I was talking about how there was a possible peace deal going along with um Iran and US and Israel. Turns out we fucked that immediately by dropping shit. You know, not I gotta fucking code my language with this goddamn map. I hate it. Anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. We're dropping stuff that we shouldn't be dropping. And yeah, now our prices that were once that went down to 99 to 96 a barrel are now backed up to 100 a barrel. So yeah, fantastic, guys. Our administration is doing amazing for our economy and the welfare of the people. I fucking love it. Hey, Galore Jeremy, you can come up and talk to me if you would like. You're more than welcome to. Um, anyway, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, what is going on here, dude? Like, anyway, like this is like okay. So like, I don't understand how people can defend. Just keep chirping, my guy. Just keep chirping. You are more than welcome to request up. Like, I would love to have a conversation. But until then, just keep being a coward in the comments. It's perfectly fine, dude. Anyway, so yeah, like it's crazy how people defend this shit and like they don't understand the history behind what people are saying. There was no reason for us to go over there, right? And like the fact that people are like, hey, let's just go over there, bomb them for literally no reason when we already bombed them months ago, saying that we destroyed their entire nuclear program. And now we're back over there saying, oh, well, they have nukes, which is bullshit. So either we lied months ago when we said we destroyed their nuclear program, right? Or we are just incompetent and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Like, what the hell? Honestly, my opinion is Trump is just BB's bitch, but hey, what the fuck do I know, right? I just think that's the case. Either way. But yeah, that's the case. Honestly, if you're gonna run on lower fucking if you're gonna run on lowering the gas prices, right? If you're gonna run on lowering the gas prices, you should keep your fucking, campaign promise and lower the fucking gas prices and, you know, instead of raising them. That makes sense to me, right? If you're gonna make a promise, you should fucking keep it instead of lying to the American people. It's crazy, right? Hey, what do I know? I'm just, some average citizen who pays attention to what people say and hate when I get lied to. But hey, that's just me. You know, that's just me. Anyway, we're gonna turn that off. Turn off display captures over here for a minute. Yeah. Um, if you are MAGA and you would like to come up and talk and not be a coward little bitch in the comments, you are more than welcome to request up, call in on the number above my head. Either way, I would love that. To have a conversation with you as long as we're being civil. I have no issue with that. But yeah. Um, Another thing that people don't realize is when it comes to supporting this dickhead, I guess, right? Um, they're actively supporting fascism, like actively. And I don't get it, right? Uh, like, and I can defend my point on that. I really can, but people just don't understand. But hey, whatever. Also, Trump's apparently going to the hospital for the third time this year, so that's far right authoritarian. What are you talking about, dude? That's easy. Like, fucking. But yeah, no, Trump's going to the um. Yeah, try anyway. Trump's going to the hospital again for uh which is annual checkup. And I support presidents having their annual checkup, right? No issue with that whatsoever. Not going to criticize him for it. He's already gone two other times for other medical issues, which implies to me that he has some serious health conditions going on. But when they're saying he's coming out, when his administration is coming out and saying he's in excellent health, that's not accurate because he wouldn't need to go three times in the year if he was in excellent health. That's just not the case, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if people can't see that this administration is basically just lying to us every step of the fucking way, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But yeah, like it. I have, like I said earlier, I have no issue with him going to get examined. I want our presidents to be in good health. I want them to do good for the country. The issue is this president is not doing good for the country. He ran on America first and is not doing America first shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, anyway. But yeah, if you are still a MAGA supporter or still support Trump and are on the Clock app, please request up. I would love to have a conversation with you. If you are on the other apps, please call on the number above my head. That'd be great. Either way. Until then, we're just gonna do this. I am probably only gonna be on for I don't know another hour or so. I got work to do. So, and then please come up and have a conversation with me, man. I would love to talk with you. Like you are like if you words sorry if you said she's doing everything you said you would, then come up and defend that point. But yeah, all right. Do. Do. I love all the MAGA just chirping in the comments and they're too afraid to come up and have a fucking conversation. Phone numbers on the other apps, the uh Tube and the Green streaming app. Um if you're on the Clock app, there is a request button which you can request up on. But yeah, this is it's just one of those yeah, you can if you see the two people that are like down below, I think where they are, you can just click that and it'll be a request thing. It's like they're blue and pink. Does that make sense? Oh, I have one in there. Okay. Sorry, I have a new layout, so I have to like okay, there it is. Sorry, I moved everything
Yo,
around.
I just
Hey,
want to say
hold
I
up, hold
love
up,
what you're
hold up.
doing.
Nope, nope, hold up. I need your age for TOS. I'm sorry, before you can go any further.
180607,
Okay, thank you.
061307. But I love what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Also, how do you get your eyeliner like that? That shit's sick.
Uh, practice. I no other real
Practice, yeah.
explanation. Yeah, like it's just one of those things where you just fucking work on it. Like it's gonna look shit at first, but then you just keep doing it.
Also, real quick,
Yeah,
eyeliner is sick on guys. I don't care what you guys say in the comments. Take one look at Ozzy Osbourne.
not even that, dude. Just in general, right? And here's what
I
Maggie
might have
doesn't
to.
understand. Goth girls fucking love this shit, dude. Like my girl fucking loves it on me. Like
I
it's
might have to try it out soon.
I'm
I got some eyeliner.
like I'm not trying to give dating advice or anything. Like obviously it's subjective to the individual, right? But like I've never had any complaints from my girl. You know what I mean? Like
I never said he was Ozzy Osbourne. I'm saying look at Ozzy Osbourne. Holy ad hominem.
uh, I don't see that homonym in the chat. Oh, hi Annie. Yes. Um that it's just one of
Oh,
those
red herring, son.
yeah, there we go. But it's just one of those things where like they're so insecure in their masculinity where just a little bit of fucking ink throws them the fuck off. That's all it is,
So
dude. That's
fucking.
it. But yeah, just practice, man. Don't let anybody else's fucking opinion just throw you off, man. Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really give a fuck what other people think. Like, I pay $25 a week to be taught guitar by someone who went on a live tour with the Eagles and the
Oh
Scorpions.
fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
$25 a week.
Hell yeah. That dude, that's cheap as fuck for that sale. Anyway, I gotta drop you down. I got some other people in their quest. All right.
All right.
All right,
You
man.
have a good day now.
Hey, you too, man. Later. All right. Fucking guest box. Oh, they left because Naga's fucking impatient. Goddamn. Anyway. Like, dude, like every other comments about the eyeliner. Like, if you guys are hitting on me, that's fine. No, I have a girlfriend and I'm in a very loving relationship. But thanks for the offer. I really do appreciate it. But hey, not my type. Fucking hell, dude. It's crazy. Uh, okay. I'm in the MAGA. If you really do like still support Trump, like please request up, right? Like be a fucking man, grow up, right? And just like hit the button and have a civil fucking conversation, right? If you can do that. If you can't, fine. But you know, I genuinely don't think you can. It's okay. Either way. Yeah. There's a lot going on with like recent news. Like fucking I don't understand like I have like three thoughts going through my head, so I'm trying to like organize them. So the fucking we went over like last bombing Iran earlier today. Like if we're gonna have a peace deal, right? Like we were trying to sign and get this over with so we can open up the Strait of Hormuz and get prices down again, from which you know, it was our fault that they were up, but hey, whatever. We can't be bombing them. That's not how that works. If we're trying to sign a peace deal, we can't do unpeaceful things to a country. That's not how that works. What the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too logically on this. I don't know. But like, this shit makes zero fucking sense to me on they're actively saying, hey, let's sign this peace deal. Let's get the strait open. Let's get gas down. Let's do all these things. But then, no. All right. 1 second. Sammy, can I get your age for terms of service, please?
Yeah, 21.
21. Thank you. And do you support? Do you still support Trump?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Why do you still support Trump as of May 2026?
Yeah, I thought his tax policy was pretty good.
If that was okay. What about it?
Like increasing the standard deduction, increasing the QBI business deduction, increasing the child tax credit,
Okay.
adding additional deductions for specific income thresholds.
So you understand that the child tax credit is a temporary thing. You also understand that the business tax credit is permanent. So you're for giving business people more money and eventually cutting
Yeah,
off.
aren't you?
No, because I don't trickle down economics doesn't work.
Wait, do you know what QBI means?
Doing on?
QBI.
No, I can look it up real quick. What does it mean?
Okay, so QBI business is a deduction that is given to pass through business entities, which is only small businesses usually.
Okay.
So that's might or might not be permanent. I'm not familiar with it, but either way, that's not something that benefits business. And I actually support temporary tax cuts as opposed to permanent ones.
Okay. But but what you're saying is in the bill there are permanent tax cuts to businesses. So you don't support that in the HR1 bill.
Yeah, that the bill that makes business or I guess corporate tax rate cuts permanent isn't the one big beautiful bill. It's the TCJA, but that was passed almost a decade ago.
It's also in HR1.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Which section of the big beautiful bill speaks to tax cuts?
What?
Okay, which section of the bill speaks to tax cuts?
My guy, it doesn't matter which section. It's
You've never
in the
read the
bill.
bill, have you? Anyone that would read the bill or has read the bill would know that. You've never read the bill, have you?
I've read a good portion of the bill, not the full bill.
Okay, so which section? There's a number of sections.
Yes, I know there's
Which
a number
one
of
speaks
sections. I'm
to
telling
tax
you
code?
it's in the bill.
Okay, which section?
My God, it doesn't matter what section.
Well, then I don't know what's in the bill then.
Okay, not my fault that you don't know.
What is the corporate tax rate, you know?
Corporate tax rate? I don't know off the top of my head. Give me a minute.
Wait, how do you know it was cut, but you don't know what it was cut to?
Because I've
and cut
looked this
from?
up. I don't have this shit off the top of
You
my
don't know
head,
what
my
you're
guy.
talking
I
about.
don't
Wait,
have
I
this shit
do.
off the top. Okay,
You're
cool.
trying to
Good for
debate
you.
it though, so you should.
No, I'm not
Isn't
trying.
that
You're
a
the
good
one that
faith
brought
thing
this
to
shit
do?
up.
Wait, you're bad faith because you don't know what you're talking about and you're
I'm
making
not
claims
bad
on it.
faith. I know it's in the bill. You're just refuting it.
Wait, I'm not refuting anything. Claims made without
You know what?
evidence
Let me
can be
double check
dismissed
myself
without
and pull it
evidence.
up. Because if I'm wrong, I'll
Okay,
admit that
cool.
I'm wrong. Okay? Is that
Yeah,
fair?
okay, good.
Yeah, I have no problem doing that.
Can you fix your echo with the live studio?
There shouldn't be an echo.
Like I can hear myself every time I talk. It's like if I was any less smart, it would mess me up.
That should be a thing on your end, dude. There shouldn't be anything on my end.
No, how would I hear myself talk?
Corporate tax rate. 1 second. Okay, nope, you're right. I apologize. You are right.
Ah, W, I was right.
Yep, I can admit when I am wrong, and that's perfectly fine. I can admit when I am wrong.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So corporate, like we
It-
probably
it
don't
ju-
want as
what
a
it does
populace.
do though, it extends them right from that. That's all it does. It just extends them and makes them permanent.
Makes what permanent?
What I'm reading here is from the 2017 HR and TCJA. It just extends them and makes them actually permanent. Those
Well, it
at the-
increases a lot of them too.
yeah. So that's it. But yeah, no, I have no problem.
Well, I don't want them to be permanent. I like them being temporary. Like the majority of the tax cuts, the new deductions are temporary, and I actually support that more than I would support permanent ones.
Okay. Yeah. No, I prefer temporary tax cuts as well. The issue I have, right, is if we're going to give like those big corporations tax cuts, why are we doing so?
Wait, big corporations got a tax cut like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's an issue with me. Why are we doing that?
Well, I mean, I guess it just brings down the like overall, I guess the technical term is like cost of goods sold, but just their average, I guess, gross costs or whatever you would call it, whatever it brings down their costs, which is, I guess that's good in some way. Could incentivize lower pricing for the consumer.
Okay, so you're saying if we give money to the corporations, it'll lower the cost.
That's a part of it. Yeah, I guess it's possible.
I'm just trying to like simplify it in terms, basically.
Well, it's possible, but as far as the corporations go, like it used to be the top maximum threshold for taxes was 34% or 35%.
Okay.
And then Trump just made it flat rate.
Well,
But I mean, we've seen pretty high revenues in relation to corporate taxes.
actually, I think the highest corporate tax rate was like way before the 70s. I think it was like in the 1940s at like 70 something percent. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the prior policy, not going back to the 1970s.
Well, tax rate.
Like prior to Trump's changing of the corporate taxes, the highest was 34%
Okay, yeah.
because it was a progressive system, and then Trump changed it to a flat rate system.
But what's wrong with the progressive system? What's wrong with?
Well, I think in relation to corporations, I don't think C corps should be taxed at a relatively high rate because they're actually double taxed entities as opposed to single taxed entities. Like businesses, typical businesses, like if you opened a business, you would just be taxed once. You'd be taxed on the like amount of income that the
Right.
business receives. But corporations, like big ones, the S corps, they're taxed at double.
So here's the thing: they should be
taxed
taxed
twice.
more.
Huh?
They should be taxed more. They're making more money.
No, I mean you could say that like they should be, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine to tax them. We're taxing them now. I think a bigger issue is probably taxing the individuals more than it is taxing the
Oh, so
businesses.
you think taxing the people's more is better? Like just the
It's
just
more
the-
money.
No, it's not, right? And I can break
Oh,
it.
it is. It's significantly
no,
more.
hold up, right? Because people like Elon Musk and people like I don't know, Jeff Bezos have more wealth just by themselves than like the bottom middle class combined. That's wild. I don't know what the actual like thing is, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere. But like the crazy amount of wealth that they have is unfathomable.
Yeah, but there's nothing
What-
to tax there
What do you mean there's nothing to tax there?
because they don't have income with wealth. Wealth doesn't create income.
Oh, so you're saying we should tax their unrealized gains?
Well, no, because that would just tank the U.S. market.
No,
That's
it
why
wouldn't.
Kamala Harris was like the dumbest political candidate I've ever seen because she proposed something that somebody was like,
How is she dumb? Because she was
well,
incredibly
because she proposed an unrealized gains tax.
okay. Yeah, past a certain amount, not just people like you and me who
Any
invest.
amount.
No, it was not any amount.
Wait, no, it was people with net assets over $1 million, but
Yeah,
or
do you
$100
have
million. But
do you
that
have
is stupid. That's even worse
how is that worse?
because you're talking about people who own the largest amount of the U.S. stock market and the U.S. economy being forced to mass liquidate assets on a
Oh
yearly
no,
basis.
they have to sell money. How
Yeah,
sell
what happens
stocks.
when they sell their stock? What happens to the stock?
I don't give a fuck. They'll be fine.
Wait, it's not about
They'll be
them. It's about the
fine.
people.
I
Wait,
don't
do you have
no
do you have parents that are retired? I don't know how old you
no
are, but do you have parents that are retired? Okay. Well, like a lot of
because they
people
can't
have.
afford to retire because people are hoarding the wealth up top.
Well, no, they're also like the older people are also hoarding wealth for retirement. So if we're talking about people that have market dependent 401k and pension plans, which a lot of people do, and we talk about the people who own the largest amount of the stock market being forced to sell their assets, yeah, those older people are going to be forced out of retirement because they went broke because of a 50% market dip. Like
Okay,
this is like basic shit.
it's not my concern. What I care about.
You're not concerned with old people going back to work because they
No,
were
I
forced
care
out
about
because
people.
of the
No,
government's
would
decision.
you? I am in the middle of a fucking sentence. What I care about is people who have worked their entire lives. Yes, they should be able to rest and like enjoy the rest of their lives. I have no issue with that. What I care about is people who hoard all the fucking wealth. We have a guy who's almost a fucking trillionaire. That is not okay, dude. That is like unethical as all fucking hell, right?
Wait, why?
Are you ever going to be a trillionaire?
Probably not.
Right. Because mathematically, it is impossible to get to that amount. You like, unless you've already had that head start starting out, right? From the day you were born, which he did, because he and his family made his money off fucking diamond mines and his wealth from apartheid, which already is fucking unethical. Fuck him, by the way, for that. Like, that is crazy. But also, him, Trump, whoever the fuck, all started with silver spoons in their mouth. And the only reason why they have this much money is by profiting off of the labor of others.
So, why does that make it unethical?
If you don't if you don't pay your employees enough to live, then yes, that is unethical. Do you know what the
Are
number
Tesla
one?
employees not
Dude,
paid
I
enough
am
to live?
speaking. Christ, dude, have some fucking decorum. Do you know what the number one company with people on welfare is or SNAP?
Walmart.
Yes. Is that okay?
No, probably not.
Yeah. Do you think they should pay them more so they're not on SNAP?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, fucking great. Thank you. Because
But I don't know if this is true of Tesla though.
doesn't matter. If people are still living paycheck to paycheck, regardless of whether they can get by, they are not. They are not living the best life. If you're one bad medical bill away from being in severe debt, that's not enough to get by. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, like you could say that we should have a system of like free healthcare, and I don't
100%.
even
Yes.
disagree. Yeah, but you do realize you couldn't exist in that system, right?
Why couldn't I?
Well, because you're chronically overweight. Like, not even to be like mean to you. Like, I'm just telling you, like, you would have to pay more into the system than like a healthy person.
First of all, what?
Okay, so people that like
No.
smoke,
How do you
drink,
know
or
I'm
overweight,
chronically overweight? Like, let's
'cause I
get
can tell by looking at you.
my fucking face.
Yes.
Fucking pot kettle black, my guy. Jesus Christ. Like,
Wait, you think this is me?
I don't give a fuck. This is your profile. This is who you're choosing to fucking represent
Yeah,
yourself
so-
as. Pot kettle black. Shut the fuck up now.
Okay,
Like-
but like as far as that goes, you couldn't exist in that kind of system.
I
because you would be
genuinely
forced
could.
No,
Do-
you would be forced to pay more into the system because you take more from the system.
I would go
You would-
once a year, twice a year to get my physical done, to get my meds renewed. That's all I do. That's
Yeah,
all
so,
most
like,
people do.
Maybe not like you may be like a relatively
No.
healthy
Don't
person as far as
backtrack now.
you think,
This
but
is what you
as
were
far
accused. You
as
said me.
overweight
You
people
said
in general-
me, right?
Well, I guess I was referring to like the broader like overweight population, but
Mhm.
like overweight people would be forced to pay more. Smokers would be forced to pay more. Drinkers would be forced to pay more. Drug users would be forced to pay more.
That ain't true.
Things like that. It's
Like-
just because they take more from the system. They slow down the system from like genuine problems because of self-inflicted problems.
That is not true. There can be a flat tax rate of people who pay into a universal healthcare system, a single payer healthcare system, where everybody pays this amount and it goes to a pot that gets distributed to hospitals or doctors or whatever, and that is paid for everyone. You just go and get your shit.
Yeah, but that's not fair, is it? So if like
100%
someone
it
who
is. Who cares?
think about this.
Who
if someone,
cares if
hang
you're
on,
overweight?
someone-
Who cares? Everybody
wait,
deserves
that
healthcare.
matters.
I
What-
don't give a shit if you're overweight, if you're skinny, if you smoke. Everybody deserves healthcare. It's that fucking simple. It's not about
Okay,
equality. It's about
yeah, they
taking care of
deserve it.
people. That's
they
it.
deserve it. That's fine. But okay, so like we gotta look at this way. So like if you take so much more from the healthcare system and it's not gonna be something that you necessarily choose, like you have a genetic condition, well that's fine. But if you're like smoking every day and drinking every day and then you take so much more resources away from the healthcare system,
I don't
then yeah,
care.
you should be taxed
I
at a higher
don't
rate.
care because people deserve
Well, that's just silly
healthcare.
then. Well,
I'm
if somebody
sorry
don't
you
deserve
put
it,
more
I'm just
value
telling
on
you
other
that they
people
should
than
pay
don't.
more.
I don't. I put value on human life. That simple. That's it.
I understand that we can give people free health care. I'm just saying that some people like yourself would pay more. Like we would do this. We wouldn't just charge you more. We would charge fast food places. They would have to pay a tax when you purchase fast food. You'd have to pay an increased tax when you buy cigarettes and alcohol and like unhealthy things.
Okay, fine.
So,
Take that tax
that's
and
what
put
we
it towards the
do.
healthcare system. Fine. Done.
That's what
Cool,
we do. So
cool,
like when
fine.
you want to go get your Big Mac, double Big Mac with cheese, we would have to charge you like a 10% VAT for that for the health care.
Okay, do that. Put it towards the healthcare
because
system. I have no
and
issue
when
with
you buy
that. Cool.
6 Big Macs a week, it really adds up.
Okay, do that. Whatever. But why are people
Yeah.
buying 6 Big Macs a week?
Well, because people are fat. We have a lot of fat people in this country.
Okay, so you're fatophobic. Is that what you're saying? You're afraid of a little bit of
Well,
weight?
it's not that I'm fat phobic. I just acknowledge that fat people take more from the
Okay,
healthcare system.
but why do
than any
people
other
choose to
populace
go
out there.
there?
People choose to go there because they probably enjoy the product that they're consuming.
No, they choose to go there because on average it tends to be cheaper to go to those
No, it
fucking.
doesn't.
It's easier and cheaper. It can
It's
be.
not cheaper or easier. This is both false. A Big Mac and fries is like $10. I can get like at least 8 burgers with $10.
If you eat
What are
off
we
the
talking about?
fucking dollar menu, yes, and it's not really a dollar menu anymore. But the point is,
Even
like,
the dollar menu
it-
is still
yeah.
more expensive.
if you're eating for a family and you don't have the fucking time to meal prep or make food for a family of 4 or whatever, right? Then yes, it's easier to do that. Is it the
Why
right thing to
wouldn't
do? Is it the
why
right thing
wouldn't
and the
you have
healthier thing
time?
to do? No, it is not. But
It takes like
sometimes
30 minutes to cook some shit. You'll spend that time in the drive-thru. What are we talking about?
the fuck no, you don't spend 30 minutes on a fucking drive-through. What drive-thrus do you go
I
to?
don't know. Like, I'd be waiting 30 minutes, but yeah, you spend a lot of time in the drive-thru. I don't know. Like, cooking's really easy. Like,
Yeah, no, it
that
is.
shit
I love to cook. It's fucking amazing. It makes some
cooking takes
bomb
about
ass
2
food.
seconds.
No, it doesn't. The fuck?
I can cook like I
You
don't
ever
know,
fucking like
2 pounds of
marinate some
chicken breast
chicken? You
in
ever
8
fucking like
minutes.
make some bomb ass fucking like chicken parmesan or something? It doesn't take
I
2
don't, dude. I
seconds,
get
dude.
some chicken breast, put some honey hog on that bitch, throw it in the oven. 8 minutes, it's done. We're good.
8 minutes, dude. You how the fuck do you not have salmonella?
I mean, it gets to 165. I don't know.
Fucking my god, you don't know how to cook for shit,
8
do you?
minutes at
You don't know how to
400 or
cook.
maybe 4.
Oh my god, I believe this picture is you. Holy shit.
Wait, 8 minutes is definitely sufficient to oven cook chicken. What are we talking about?
Oh my god. Oh fucking.
Turns out really white, juicy too, and honey hog. You gotta get that. Anyway, but yeah, so you gotta. What we're talking about, healthcare. Yeah, healthcare. Fat people, yeah, they should pay more. Smokers too, not just fat people. Who else? Drinkers, they should get cooked too. Just everyone that does bad things.
My god, I'm just doing this because I think it's funny. Hold up.
Well, I think you're hilarious because you're very uninformed.
How long to cook a standard chicken breast in an oven? Fucking 425, 18 to 22 minutes. How the fuck are you not dead, dude?
Yeah, so I don't cook standard chicken breasts. I cook thin cut chicken breasts that are about like I don't know, maybe
Fucking what?
super. You only need 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah, thin breasts. We're good. I even have a little thing,
My
like
god.
a little thermometer that sits outside.
Something I will say is your
ready.
immune system is fucking on point. Anyway.
Bro, it's thin. They're literally so thin.
You gotta move
Like
the fucking
paper thin
goalpost. It's
breasts.
cool, dude. It's cool. It's fine.
I mean, that's what it is.
Jesus. Anyway. Fuck, you got anything else?
Well, I just want you to be educated. I want you. Can I know?
Oh,
why
I'm
you don't
educated.
like
I know how
Trump?
to fucking cook.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know you probably know. But as far as what we're talking about, as far as Trump, why don't you like
I'm
Trump?
so clipping this. You
If
just
you're
like
gonna
you
chicken balls,
just
the
like
fuck says
Trump?
spare time. Exactly, 22 minutes. No one's doing 22 minutes, bro.
I'm doing 22 minutes because I don't want to fucking die.
See, look, yeah. If you cook a pound chicken breast flat in cooks in 5 minutes, yeah, exactly. That's real.
Whatever, man. Look. Fuck. Anyway.
All right. So as far as your hatred of Trump, what do you got? What's the reason?
I don't like bad presidents. I don't like people who are adjudicated of sexual assault. I don't like people who defraud children cancer charities. Like I don't know, man. There's a list.
But like policy wise, what did you do? I don't care about any of that other stuff.
Oh no, hold up. What do you mean you don't like? Whether you don't care about the SA allegation?
I'm not necessarily.
Are you like
convinced of
okay with that?
Carroll's story.
Are you okay with that?
I just answered your question.
No. What'd you say?
I said I'm not necessarily convinced of Eugene Carroll's story.
He was adjudicated in a court of law 9-0. This is a legal document.
That's by a court where the burden of proof is it's more likely to happen than not. That's saying nothing.
The
to
fuck
me.
do you mean by that? A court? This is a jury.
It's not like a criminal court. It was
so
a civil
what?
court.
That doesn't change.
I could sue you
all.
right now and make a good case that you sexually assaulted me right now.
You would have to. Yeah, there's this thing called discovery, motherfucker. You'd have to bring evidence.
They had like zero evidence against him.
There was enough evidence to fucking make it accurate. Like make him. Yeah.
Like, but again, that's the burden. The evidence rules are very minor compared to criminal cases.
I tell you what.
Could you tell me the evidence that they used? Do you know?
Doesn't matter. It was found. I don't know.
Yes, it does. You don't even know.
You're right. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He was found guilty.
Know.
He was found guilty. It doesn't matter if I know.
He wasn't found guilty. He was found liable. The big difference there.
Did he have to pay out the money?
Wait, he had to pay money. That doesn't mean he was guilty.
If he had to pay,
verdict in civil cases.
Fucking fine. Liable. We'll use that term. Liable.
Yeah, it was liable.
So that means he did it.
No.
Fuck.
Just because someone's guilty or not guilty also doesn't mean they're guilty. Like OJ did it, not guilty.
The fucking disingenuous as shit. My God, yes, he did it.
Okay, evidence?
The fucking court.
What's the evidence, though?
The jury found him liable 9-0.
I know, but what's the evidence that they were introduced
Doesn't
to? Doesn't
matter. I wasn't in the court. The evidence in the jury, the people in the jury were like, yeah, this is enough evidence to say he fucking did it. There were even Trump supporters in that fucking jury.
Well, I don't know how you're determining that. Well, I'll tell you the evidence. The evidence was
knowledge.
His word, her word,
and the
it was
court's
the
word.
Access Hollywood tape, which is stupid. There was a dress that Trump refused to give evidence for. There was, or DNA too. There was some psychology thing. Another person that claimed to be raped by Trump.
Okay, so I just want to make this clear. You're a grape apologist, right? You blame the victim.
No, he wasn't raped, or she wasn't raped.
Oh my God, yes, the fuck she was.
What? I'm not convinced of her story. I haven't been introduced to evidence to lead me to believe it happened. Do you even know where it happened? Do you even know the girl's name?
Eugene Carroll.
Where did it happen?
New York.
Where?
Doesn't matter exactly where.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything about this thing. How are you determining it happened? You don't even know where it happened. You don't even know what happened.
So no. What
you're doing
is shut the fuck up right now. Shut the fuck up, you goddamn troglodyte. Just because I don't know exactly where it is, but I can find it in 2 goddamn seconds. Right? Doesn't mean I don't know things, right? I know who did it. I know a jury found him guilty. That's all that fucking matters. You are a piece of shit human being. I hope you fucking understand this.
Okay, that's fine. So did Trump penetrate him with his penis? Yes or no?
Fingers.
Oh, I'm surprised you knew that. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't.
God fucking damn it.
I really wasn't expecting that.
I'm
actually dumbfounded.
You have 2 fucking brain cells.
Well, if I have 2, let's say that I have 2. You have 1.25 at the very most.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be insulting people's brain capacities here, bud. You're very confused. Your hair's already thinning. Like, you need to calm down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get older and have shit genetics. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I understand your situation.
Yeah, genetics.
Anyway,
man. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not insecure about it, dude.
I wish you would look into the case and look at the evidence and understand that there wasn't really much. You could do like Eugene Carroll v. Trump.
Yeah, no, I got it. He was ordered to pay $5 million the first trial, an additional $8.3 million the second. Both verdicts were upheld by a federal appeals court. Okay, done. Found it. He's
no, I mean the case. I didn't.
The fuck you mean the case? I found the fucking verdict. Shut the fuck up.
I don't care about the verdict. The verdicts can be wrong. Verdicts are wrong often, actually. Like, biggest example, OJ, everyone knows he did it. Like, it's objective that he did it. But he was not guilty.
I think it's funny that you're comparing Trump, a white man, to OJ, a black man.
What does the race of him have to do with anything? He did
nothing, but you're the one that brought up those 2 comparisons.
Well, I think a more accurate, I guess, symmetry breaker would be like one's a criminal case versus a civil case. But if you
civil just means it went past. Jesus fucking Christ! The statute of limitations. That's the only reason why it was a civil case.
Well, that and they had no evidence to prosecute. One of my smoke detectors is out of batteries and he's pissing me off. It's very annoying. Anyway, I don't know. Why did you bring up that OJ's a black man? What does that matter?
You're the one that brought up OJ comparing him, not me.
I didn't bring him up as a black man. I brought him up as a man that went through a criminal case that was found not guilty, even though he was guilty. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so is Trump. You just don't want to accept it because he's your fucking Lord and Savior.
Bro. Give me the evidence.
I don't need to. I can give you the goddamn verdict.
Yeah, but can verdicts be wrong?
Does it matter? Yes, they can be wrong.
It does. Okay, so then how do I know this one isn't wrong?
So unless you see every piece of fucking evidence and make your own opinion on that evidence, you're not going to agree, right?
Wait, based on the evidence of this case, the
yes or no?
Case,
yes or no?
I don't
Unless
agree
you see the fucking. unless you see the evidence yourself and you're like,
Correct.
okay, cool. So then why the fuck does it matter what I say? Because it doesn't. Because you could
'Cause I
even
wanna
see
know
no,
your
because you could
conclusion.
see the evidence yourself and still be like, I don't agree with it. Your subjective opinion is
Correct.
fucking irrelevant because you're gonna
Wait,
simp
no,
for
no,
this
that's not true
fucking
at all.
man who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire.
Wait, no. So my subjective interpretation of the evidence is actually what matters. So does yours. So if you're just saying I never looked at the evidence, I'm just taking the word of other people who did look at
I'm
the
taking the
evidence, and
word of
that's
the
sufficient
goddamn
for
court
you.
result.
I
That's
just
what I'm
think
taking
that's
the word of.
I think that's like kind of irrational.
No,
So
taking the word of the court result is not irrational.
it is. It is. In this case, it is.
How?
Well, it's irrational because you're taking the word of people that you've never met about
That's
a
every
case that you know
fucking
nothing
court
about.
case. That's every court.
No,
I
it's
haven't
not.
met
No,
every.
wait, no, it's not.
Yes, it is because I haven't met people in every court case. So I could just be like, I don't trust you because I haven't met you. The fuck are you
Wait,
talking
just
about?
look at the OJ case again. Let's go back to OJ. Everyone was introduced to the evidence because it was played on national television for 9 months.
I don't give a
Everyone was
fuck about
introduced to the
OJ.
evidence,
He is not
and
the goddamn
and they
president.
Well, it doesn't have to do with the president. We're talking about
It
criminal
does.
cases.
Trump is the current president.
Bro, we're talking about criminal cases.
No, we're talking about Trump and E. Jean Carroll. You're the one
civil
trying to
rights.
pivot.
To pivot to what? To the same example?
No, you're the one trying to pivot to OJ. I'm trying to keep us on topic, which is our current president,
I'm
Trump.
pivoting.
Oh, thank you. You
Why?
admitted it. Thank you. I appreciate that you are pivoting. Thank you.
Wait, I asked a question. I didn't make a statement.
You said you are pivoting.
Yeah. So I said I'm pivoting because why? That's a question, not a statement. So
No,
the question mark, not a period at the end of
Cool.
it.
Thank you. So I said I'm trying to stay on topic with Trump and E. Jean Carroll, and you're trying to pivot off that. Keep in mind, Trump and E. Jean Carroll is a civil case. You're trying to pivot off that to fucking OJ for some fucked reason. I don't care about OJ. That has nothing to do with this. I care about Trump and E. Jean Carroll.
Okay, so Trump and E. Jean Carroll, based on the facts of the case, I have no reason to believe her story. What's your contention?
Okay. My contention is that you support a fucking adjudicated rapist. That's what I care about.
Okay, so what's your contention?
Fuck you mean?
You basically told me nothing. You need to use that big brain of yours, muster up an explanation for why I should accept the conclusion of E. Jean Carroll.
Do you support a woman's consent?
Correct.
Yes, you do?
Yep.
So you support a woman's consent. Therefore, if you say you do, but then you believe Trump that he didn't do it, you do not support a woman's consent.
Well, no.
Your
I
words
do.
are
I don't believe
contradictory.
that consent or non-consent happen. I'm not convinced of the facts of the case.
Okay, why? Just because
Because
your own
I've
personal
found
fucking
no
fifis? I
compelling
don't give a
reasons
fuck about
to
your
accept her
fifis.
version of events.
Because she's a woman?
I have found no reason to accept her version of events.
Okay, well, you weren't on the jury, so your opinion is fucking irrelevant.
But I have access to exactly what the jury had access to, the evidence.
Well, it sucks that you couldn't say, no, I don't think he was guilty on that jury. So, sucks
Well,
to
I
suck.
wouldn't care enough to do a jury. I don't think I'd ever participate in a jury like that. I would show up, be like, oh, who's guilty today, just to get dismissed, because I don't want to do that.
Okay, fine, dude. Whatever. Fucking hell.
You need to give it. Do you have a policy disagreement with Trump that like we could actually go off of that matters? Not like some shit that he did 20 years ago.
Yeah, actually, I do.
30 actually.
First, he signed an executive order trying to ban birthright citizenship. Are you okay with that?
Correct, I am.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I think we should be in alignment with most other nations.
Oh, okay. So you're okay with violating the 14th Amendment?
Correct. I think the 14th Amendment.
Okay, so you do not support the Constitution, so get the fuck out of this country. It's that fucking simple.
Wait, I don't support sections of the Constitution.
No, you don't support the Constitution. If you don't support the Constitution,
just because I don't support one
get
part
the
of it doesn't mean I don't support all of it.
out of this country.
I think we should change like the jurisdiction thereof.
Cool. Fine. Then how do we change that? Because right now it's going to the Supreme Court.
It.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, we would obviously have to change it by getting, I think it's a 2/3 of both parts of Congress, and then 3/4 of the state legislature.
Right, and that's never going to happen.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think it's a good thing to try and accomplish that we should get rid of something like Yeah, someone could be 1 millimeter on U.S. soil, birth a child, and that child's a citizen. That's clearly silly. It's clearly very silly. Or someone could be traveling, have a child here, and then also have American citizenship.
Okay,
Clearly silly.
So, but here's the thing: what your argument is, right, is if a child was born here, right, by our laws and by other countries' laws, they would be a citizen of this country. So therefore, they wouldn't be a
No
citizen.
other countries do that. Like, I think 2 or 3 others do it like we do. I think it's like Mexico does it, Brazil does it, and that's it. Like, no other European country does it. China doesn't do it. Japan doesn't do it.
33 to
Asian
35 countries
don't.
globally have birthright citizenship. Nice try, though.
No.
You can't say no. I just Googled this shit.
Maybe they have like a system of like where their parents are citizens, therefore their children are citizens. That exists, but no country other than like like Mexico here, Brazil, maybe there's one other, where it's like you can step 1 millimeter on the soil of the country.
An additional 30 to 40 nations offer some form of
and have a
restricted
child,
and
a
conditional
citizen.
birthright citizenship. So a lot of countries, more than just 2 or 3, like you were saying, offer this.
No, like literally no countries.
You're a fucking idiot.
Like I think like the World Health Organization.
Here's Pew Research. God fucking damn it.
Maybe let me see. Forget what the study was.
Pew Research and analyzed another 50 countries or have limited variations of birthright citizenship. 2/3 of other countries around the world and most of the Western Hemisphere have birthright citizenship laws that are substantially similar to the United States. I'm going to put this on the screen for you. Play capture. There you go.
It's like the World Health Organization. Where is she?
There. Pew Research right here.
I can't read whatever that is. It's too small.
I'll try and zoom in for you. I don't want the fucking cookies. You read that?
You're like your top shit's in the way, like where it can follow you and then people in the live. Let me see. There was a map. Unrestricted birthright. So let's see. Birthright with conditions. Australia, Belgium, Cambodia, Colombia. Sorry. Where's the map? Where's the map?
How do I just cancel out this fucking?
Oh, it's a world population. This. Okay, here.
It's literally above my head.
No, not this one. It's this one. Okay, so it's United States, it's Canada. Okay, that makes sense. And then Mexico, a bunch of countries in Southern America, and then no one else anywhere else. That's what it was. It makes sense. So, like, most European countries don't have this shit. Most.
I don't even know where you're reading
Asian
it from, but it's
countries.
not true.
This is a world population review. So, like, we can look at, like, more developed countries. Let's see. There's that list down here. Let's pick one. I think this is Germany.
Just so you know, I do got like dip in like 20 minutes. I got stuck in the ready for work.
Word. Let's see. There's just so many ads. So Germany, like, if at least one parent has permanent residence permit and has lived in Germany for the past 5 years, that's when you can get citizenship. United Kingdom. If one parent is a citizen or legally settled in the country, or if a child has lived in the country for 10 years. What's another? 3 maybe. If one parent of a descendant was a citizen, or if a child has lived in the country until 18th birthday, or if a child is 21 and has lived in the country for 3 years. So yeah, like I mean, I keep going, but like it's very uncommon for these like developed countries to have birthright citizenship like this.
So you just ignored everything that was above my head, basically.
Well, no, I agree that I was incorrect in saying 3 countries. I meant
Okay.
that 3 developed countries and a couple undeveloped
Well,
countries.
well,
Like,
there's more than that,
it's
right? It's according to Pew Research, two, 32 other countries around the world, most of them in the Western Hemisphere, have birthright citizens have birthright
yeah, and they're
citizenship
undeveloped
laws.
countries. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Undeveloped countries have shit like this. So,
Okay.
like, I'll read all the states off. So you have United States, Pakistan, Brazil, Mexico, Tanzania, Argentina, Canada, Peru, Venezuela, Chad, Chile, Guatemala, Ecuador, Bolivia, Honduras, Cuba, Nicaragua, Uruguay, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, I don't know what the fuck that was, Jamaica, Lesotho, Trinidad and Tobago, Fiji. It's like a
Point
bunch of
is,
like
look, yes,
underdeveloped countries
there's a
have
lot
shit
of
like this.
countries that don't have birthright citizenship. I agree with you. There's a lot of them, but there's still more
Most
than what you
developed
were
countries
saying.
don't. If not all developed countries don't,
Sure,
except the
sure,
United
sure.
States and
If we're
Canada.
doing the math right, yeah, sure, most, but there's still a lot of countries that do.
Yeah, and they're not developed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I don't think our standards should be like countries that are less developed. Our standards should be countries that are developed. And most of the developed countries have restrictions on this. I think we should follow suit with Western countries and their pursuit of birthright and birthright like laws and stuff like that. Like, I don't think we should strive to be
So,
like
okay, I have a question for you.
Venezuela.
I have a question. Just right. How'd you get your citizenship?
Me, I was born here.
Oh my
parents are citizens.
god, what a fucking shocker! What would that be?
Well, this would be a
Well, no,
type of birthright, I guess.
so you want to
But it
get
would
rid
be
of that?
because, well, I guess getting rid of it in its current form, it just means that I don't think you can have non-citizen parents and have a citizen child. So if
But
my
that,
parents are citizens and I am born, yeah, I should be a citizen. But if it's like my parents aren't citizens and they just step on this country soil yesterday, I shouldn't be a citizen. That makes no sense to me. That's why there's stipulations.
okay,
That's why
so
most developed countries have stipulations.
so your logic is if people come here from another country who aren't citizens, and they have a kid, that kid shouldn't be a citizen,
Yeah,
right?
that kid shouldn't be
Okay,
a citizen.
so then how the hell have we had people living here for so long and are citizens? Because we're a country of immigrants, right?
Because we didn't have an established immigration system and we didn't have a country for a lot of the time.
We've had the country for 400 something years.
Yeah, but we didn't have this level of territory. So you could have very easily back in the day been living in what is now Mexico, but have walked across into America and I guess been an American citizen. We didn't have this tracking of American citizens up until recently in our history, obviously. Like it wasn't really a country back then. Like about like the westward expansion towards California. I mean, that was just like un ungoverned for the most part area, and that's the better part of America. Now, if you lived in like the north and stuff, and you know those parts which have been established since the beginning, then yeah, I mean it's
I'm
probably easier to
originally from
track
New Hampshire, if
citizenship.
that helps.
Yeah, like people from New Hampshire probably have more of an ability to track where their citizenship started. But if I'm from, or I've been in California, or been in like places like Arizona, Nevada, the, or even like the Great Plains for a long time.
I'm
Yeah,
only
there's
like
probably
second
not this.
generation, third generation American, dude. Like I'm not like that. My family isn't that new to this country. Like my family immigrated here in World War II.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in World War II, they were tracking and not allowing certain people in, but
Dude,
it,
under that
there was
logic,
more of
my
an ability to
grandfather
track
shouldn't have
it.
been allowed to because he fought on the other fucking side, right? Like that is one of those
Yeah, so
things.
your grandfather was what, like a Nazi or something?
It was one of those things, do it or die kind of things. But yes,
Yeah, so
yeah,
like he probably shouldn't have been let in, but if
it
he
was
was let
just,
in, then like, yeah,
but yeah, but like it was just one of those things where like if reason and logic, he shouldn't have been here. I shouldn't be here using that logic, right? Who gives a shit
correct.
where people come from? As long as you're here to
Me,
provide to the country, to help the economy and all that, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're doing what you can to help this country grow, I don't give a fuck.
well, you're an example of probably why we should care. Like, yeah, maybe we should care that like people that come in like were Nazi soldiers. Like that sounds like something we should care about. Like, what? You just made the argument for me. Like, yeah, our country allowed a Nazi soldier to come in. And
Where do you think most of NASA was founded from? Where do you think most of their scientists are from? They were Nazi
oh,
scientists, my guy.
Germany.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
And
So you're saying we shouldn't have allowed them
why
over
do I
here
care
and have
about this?
NASA? You just said we shouldn't have
Do
Nazis
I
in here.
care that NASA exists? Not particularly.
No, but you're making the argument that we shouldn't have Nazis in here. But if we didn't have Nazis, we wouldn't have NASA.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I agree. We shouldn't have Nazis.
I mean, maybe there's some
Nazis,
strategic advantage in having certain level of Nazis, like people that are scientists. But should we allow like Nazi foot soldiers into America, like we did with your grandfather? Probably not.
He left, like he ran away. But no, I agree. We shouldn't allow people like that. But we also shouldn't have people in this country who are supporting Nazi ideologies.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like I don't care about that, but I'm saying that like we should have an idea of who we're letting in.
You don't get to skirt past that. If you say we shouldn't allow these people into the country, we shouldn't allow the people who are supporting the same ideology, correct?
Should we allow people that support Nazi ideology in America?
Yes. Yes or no?
Yeah. Like, should we allow them to live here?
So you're okay with Nazis, essentially?
Do I think that Nazis have legal entitlement to free speech? Sure.
I never said that.
Do I think they're doing something like morally incorrect? Probably. I don't know what you're asking me.
The argument you made was you don't think Nazis should have come over here from World War II, right?
Yeah, probably not.
That would imply that you don't want that type of person over here. And I'm saying, if using that logic, we shouldn't have that type of ideology or that type of person here, correct?
If you're saying that we should restrict certain enemy nations from possessing power in our nation or possessing citizenship in our nation, that's fine. But do I think that if some person comes to the conclusion that the Nazi ideology is correct, that we should just like throw them out? I don't know if we have that ability.
I don't know anybody with a logical brain who would think that that ideology is correct.
Yeah, I mean, you could think that, and I'm sure they think the same of you. I don't know who would be correct there.
Well, here's the difference between me and them, right? I think everybody deserves to live. Everybody deserves to have free healthcare. I think everybody is just people, and we should look out for each other. I don't give a fuck where you're from. I don't give a fuck who you love. I don't care about any of that shit. If some person decides to love a guy and they're also a guy, cool, great. I don't care. If someone comes from another country and they're here supporting their family, working for the economy, cool, great. I don't give a fuck. We are all people. We are all here living on this earth. Who gives a fuck? Where they are like, oh, I don't like your religious beliefs, or I don't like that you like this person. They have an ideology of hate. I have an ideology of acceptance. That's the difference.
Like I said, all that stuff is fine. I don't think like I think you have the legal and like moral ability to, I guess, ethical ability to have these opinions and I guess give these opinions to society and tell everyone about them. Same with like someone who believes in like fascism. Like, yeah, he probably can go around and say, yeah, I'm a fascist. I believe in this shit. I don't think anyone should do anything against him like legally or stop him in that way. Do I think that if I know someone is part of an enemy nation that wants to join our nation and we realize that this is antithetical to the beliefs of the nation, then yeah, probably shouldn't allow them in. But if someone's here, I don't think we should have the ability to do things like that because they do have an entitlement to protections.
I'm not saying we should kick people out. That's not all. Especially if they're citizens, we shouldn't just kick people out. That's not okay, because that opens up a gateway to just kick anyone out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think people have the ability to have like free speech, and that's fine.
No, we do have free speech, but free speech is just protection against the government, right? Like on this platform, I am limited on words I can say because the Clock app and every other platform has TOS. I can't say certain words and things, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I know.
So that's not really like free speech. That's like, yes, I can say things, but if it goes against their TOS, I will get shut down. I'll get, banned. When it comes to like face to face, yes, we have the right to say things, but also if it is hurtful, if it's harmful towards somebody, there are consequences to that. and people have to accept it. You can't just walk around and just say hateful shit to people and just be like, "Well, I got free speech. It's okay." It's not okay. There are consequences
Well, I
to
think
your
there's
to
social consequences, but there shouldn't be like legal or like physical consequences. As far as like, I don't think if someone comes up to you and like calls you like a mean name, that you have the right to like punch them in the face. I also
no,
don't think that the government should be able to arrest you for this.
no, absolutely no,
Maybe
no,
socially they could condemn you.
no. But also like let's say I'm on the street, right? Some random person comes up. Um, well, we'll use my chat for example, right? Every fucking right winger has been making fun of the Islander because they're so insecure in the goddamn masculinity, right? I don't give a fuck. Um, if let's say someone comes up and is like, "Hey, you know, you're gay for an Islander." Cool, whatever. I don't care. I have every right to fucking demean them after that. If they're gonna try and do it back, they open the fucking door. I'm just gonna kick it down, essentially, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you could demean someone, anyone for any reason. I don't.
Yeah, no, if they're gonna start it, look, I'm never gonna start it, right? But if you start it or if somebody else starts it, I will fucking end it. You know? That's the difference, right? Like when it comes to free speech, we have free speech and protection against our words being used against us from the government or being used to prosecute us against it. And you know, when it comes, if like you admit like you committed the crime, that's different. You blatantly admitted it, right? But like you, your government can't prosecute you for saying certain things, right? But when it comes to like just face to face, yeah, there's going to be consequences.
Yeah, sure.
You know, that's all. Like this isn't like me threatening anybody. This is like, hey, if you start it, sorry, dude, this is on you.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just social consequences for holding weird
Yeah,
views or having
mhm,
saying weird things. I think that's fine.
yeah. Like, and here's the thing, right? And I'm on the left. I'm not at all a fucking Democrat, right? Not. I have many disagreements with the Democratic Party. I first of all, fuck Chuck Schumer. I hate him so much. Anyway, moving on, right? But what I'm saying is people look at the left and they're like, oh, they're the tolerant left. We can just say things and it's okay. They're tolerant. No, that's not a thing, dude. Like we're well past tolerance. Like,
Well, the left is confused, so I mean, I guess I don't want to be. I don't want like the confused people to be tolerant. Like socialist and communist people are so confused.
I
A lot of
you
confusion
you
going on.
you were bubbly as hell, dude. I can't understand what the hell you just said.
Sorry, I was saying that like leftists and like communists and socialists, like those are like some of the most confused people. That's why I don't think they should be tolerant because they're just confused.
Can you explain?
I can go to each ideology. Like socialism is clearly silly because of the profit motive. Communism is clearly silly because it just lacks justification all around.
So, one thing I'm going to say is I'm not a communist or a socialist. Okay, I'm progressive. I believe in some.
You're a liberal.
No, I'm progressive.
That's what a liberal is.
No, it is not. What is a liberal? Define liberal for me.
Well, I would take a liberal to be a progressive.
That is not the definition of a liberal.
Or a progressive to be some type of, um, I guess, socially like striving towards like an egalitarian society, and then economically striving towards more worker-owned means of production. Probably, typically the liberals are pretty like light socialist, pretty
Okay.
light.
Do you just question? Do you believe in ensuring equal opportunity for people?
Equal opportunity? No, no, I
Really?
don't think opportunity is dished out equally or should be either.
Why?
I'm just not convinced that people are entitled to it. So I don't think if you're not entitled to something, I don't think
I never said
you should
entitled.
be owed
I
something.
never said entitled. I just said, do you believe
Well,
in
then
equality?
then you would
Like
agree that it's not dished out equally and shouldn't be if you're not
I
entitled to it.
I never said entitled. I said, do you believe in equal opportunity?
I just said no and yes why and
Well,
it's the
you added
reason.
entitled. I never said entitled.
Yeah,
You
I
added
said
a
the only
qualifier.
way that you would be the only reason that I would think that equal opportunity exists or should exist is in the event that you're entitled to this opportunity.
No,
If
that's
you're not, then I don't take it to be the case that equal opportunity should exist.
you're adding a qualifier. I just believe in equality, dude. Why does it matter
I
who?
don't.
Okay, so you believe in people are above you. other people.
Yeah, I think some people are above other people. Clearly, that's true.
How is that true?
Like me, like if I like, or even I guess in this live, like you are clearly above me in this live in the way that you have like the power to remove me, mute me, drop me.
I do,
And then
but
in
I'm
this
not
case,
doing
like
that
I have
because I
less
want to
power,
have a
but I have more
conversation.
intellectual power than you do. So like I have the power over you because of my intellectual acuity.
Have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect?
No.
Right. It's where people who think they know more really don't, or people who don't, who realize they don't know enough, actually do know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still know more than you, regardless of this effect.
Okay. Anyway, do you believe in civil rights?
Depends on the civil right, I guess.
Explain.
Yeah, like do I think that people are entitled to like a level of protection from certain things that the state provides? Like, yeah, like do I think public libraries should be segregated? Like, no. Do I
Oh,
think
okay.
that do I think that people should like be able to make decisions on who comes into their business and their property? Like, yeah, that's probably fine. Like there was a case in Colorado, like the gay couple wanted like a cake or something from a baker that was Christian. I think yeah, he has the right to say no, like for sure, for any reason.
That's his business. He has every right to decline service.
Correct. And if it's because of their protected attributes like their sexual orientation, I think that's his reasoning. I think you should have that be allowed to have that reasoning.
But those aren't civil rights. That's a business decision.
Well, I think when most people talk about civil rights, they talk about that specifically. They're talking about the ability to patron businesses freely and equitably, or sorry, equally. But obviously, when we're talking about like civil rights and especially the Civil Rights Act, that was the big part of it. But I don't agree with the like the private aspect of that.
Here's just the general definition for civil rights for you. Civil rights just guarantee freedoms that govern and protect all citizens. That's it. It's just equal treatment, and it just prohibits discrimination.
No, I don't see that to be civil rights. I don't
don't care what you say. This is the
social
definition.
Context either. Well, I think that's idiosyncratic.
The definition?
The definition you're reading is not representative of what most people associate with it, so it would be idiosyncratic.
You're just trying to find a way around it because you don't want to give people.
Well, definitions aren't like there's no definition like that's universally accepted. There's a lot of definitions that represent a lot of different words. Like a word could have 10 different definitions. So I don't agree with the dictionary that you're reading's interpretation.
Yeah, you're right. A word can have 10 different definitions. There's also a word like where, but there's also where, and then there's another where. Like the fuck are you talking about, my guy? There's a definition for
like
a
cap.
word.
Like cap could mean lie. Cap could mean some type of piece of clothing that covers your head. So there's based on the context, there's different definitions. So I don't think
use slang as
dictionary
words.
is describing the term civil right would lead me to believe that this is what I mean or what most people mean when they talk about civil rights.
Okay, so you just don't believe in equality for people, essentially.
Well, I think people are owed legal protection. People are owed the 3 fundamental rights: life, liberty, and property. Aside from that, I don't know if I'm convinced of any other further rights that people are entitled to.
So you don't believe in homelessness?
Sorry. What?
So you don't think people should be homeless?
I don't think people should be homeless.
Yeah, homeless.
Should people be homeless? No.
Good.
Are people homeless? Yes.
Okay, good. At least you can hold up to that logic because you said life, liberty, and property. So how we go about it to fix the homeless problem? Yeah, fix the homeless problem.
Probably trying to crack down on drugs as much as we can is probably a big part of it as far as furthering the homeless population. You could add money into rehabilitation centers and stuff, but I'm not necessarily convinced that helps anything because a lot of homeless people want to be homeless or don't know that they need help. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's definitely a lot of people that have brilliant minds.
Do you know what the number one cause of homelessness is?
Of homelessness? Probably like something to do with like drug addiction.
No, it's lack of affordable housing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'm sure there's some evidence to suggest it depending on where you are, but you look at like the like cheaper, inexpensive housing initiatives that are set up by states like California, New York.
Mhm.
It doesn't seem to curve the homelessness epidemic of these states.
Because if you're already homeless, you don't have money to your name, man. Like people can't afford the cheaper options.
Okay, well then how is the affordability going to do anything?
What we need to do is stop corporations from buying up single family homes, therefore
They're
artificially
not.
inflate.
Like they're literally not. Like what percent of houses in America are owned by corporations? It's like 1 or 2% or 3%. It's some shit like that.
Okay,
Some
no,
so
no, no.
insignificant.
Hold up. You said they're not, but then you just said they are. These are contradicting statements.
Well, okay, so like when I say that, I mean meaningfully. So if like 99% of the homes are owned by Americans and then 1% owned by corporations, I don't think I'm meaningfully saying that, yeah, the corporations are the reason that all this, like, it's clearly not the case. More
So,
hyperbolic than anything, but yeah.
okay, so I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be anecdotal. I want to preference this right now. It's anecdotal. Okay. So, in the area which I live, there's new houses being built, and the house next door to mine got bought up by some company. I don't know. I just know it got bought up, and now they're renting it because I saw it on Zillow. They're renting it for a ridiculous fucking price, dude. Like per month. Like so, it is happening, right? And I mean, like in this area, I don't know about the other houses. I just know about the one next door to mine. So the issue is, if we stopped letting these people buy single family homes, we could let like people buy starter homes, and then they could move on from there. They could start growing wealth. You know,
Well, I don't think that's a good way to grow wealth. I think that's a good way to
that's
just
actually
grow
a
more
really
debt.
good way to grow wealth, dude.
No, it's terrible.
Okay, no, hold
But
up, hold up. I'm gonna break this down for you,
yeah.
okay? Because if you go rent, right, you're just giving your money to a landlord, right? But with me,
If you go buy, you're just giving your money to the bank. What the hell's the difference?
okay, no, hold up. Yes, you are giving your money to the bank, but when you buy a house, right, you take out a mortgage. What happens when you start paying off your mortgage?
You pay like half the payment to the bank.
No, you start accruing equity.
Not really.
Yes, whenever
You do realize if I have like a $400,000 mortgage, I pay $800,000 in interest, right?
my guy,
You think it's
I
going to
own
appreciate that
the
much?
house I am living in right now. Every time I make my mortgage payment, I am accruing equity on this home. This home slowly becomes mine. I can start gaining wealth every time I make a payment. That's what happens.
No, that's
Yes.
silly. Because you gotta look at other things, like other fees associated with the house. You gotta look at maintenance.
Yeah.
You gotta look at property taxes. You gotta look at home or mortgage insurance, home insurance, things like this that are so expensive and so much more than it would be if you rented it. You can actually do this. Like go to like ChatGPT and ask them
I'm
if
not
I
using fucking
rented versus owned.
ChatGPT.
Just no, I'm just saying, like use any AI model and ask them. Like I've never done this, but I know the numbers. I've done it before. I did it for my economics
Hey,
class.
Sammy, dude, not
Go
to
to
cut
the
you short.
and
I do
hang
need
on,
to
just
start
go to
getting ready
that.
for work. If you'd like to
Wait.
come back next time, you can. All right.
Bruh.
Real quick, finish your thing, and then I gotta go.
Well, I was just saying, like use an AI model. I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing, but I've done it before. If you take the average like rent increase, the average home increase, take the interest, 30-year mortgage, take all the aspects of renting versus owning, invest the difference between these two, you'll end up with millions more at the end of it if you just invest and rent your entire life. But by the time you're 65,
Well,
and you start at like 25,
here's the
I think
issue,
it did.
right? When you rent, people will increase your rent over time, right? That's why a lot of my
Yeah, but
friends
your prices increase no matter what.
Sure, but
Owning a house, your prices go up.
how?
Well, you got your property taxes are always going up. Your electricity bills probably always going up, depending on where you live. Obviously, you have the older it gets, the more likely you'll need repairs like remodeling, AC.
I have a fixed mortgage, dude. Like it doesn't go up.
Your mortgage won't, but your fees associated with it will.
It's stayed the same for the last fucking 6 years.
That goes up. You pay like 1% or 2% of your home, the home's worth, or some shit every year in maintenance. It's not free to own a house. It's not just the payment. There's a lot more associated with it. Every 10, 15 years, you need new flooring, you need new paint, you need this on the outside, that on the outside.
Yes. But you know what that does? It adds value to your home for when you go and sell it.
Yeah, but it's not enough to associate with $800,000 in interest.
Okay, let me ask you.
It'll never be worth 3 times what you paid for it.
I don't know where you got the $800,000, seeing as my house isn't like that total. But also, when I
Like
bought my house,
$400,000 house, 30-year mortgage, 800,000 in
yeah, I bought
interest.
my house for 120,000, and it's gone up insane amount, dude.
Yeah, it's probably because you bought at like the bottom of the market
Oh,
when
I
houses
bought
were
before
pretty much free.
2020. I got really lucky.
Yeah,
So
when houses were
yeah,
like free.
it was $120,000 is not free.
Dude, that's like free, bud. The average home price is like 400 grand right
I'll
now.
tell you what, if you think that's free, I'll take the money. You can pay it off for me. How about that?
I could literally buy a house for 120 grand and pay it off in a year at this point. Like,
Tell
what
you
are we
what,
talking about?
fucking send me the money if you think that's free.
I'll buy your house
Fucking-
right now for 120 grand. I'll take
Fucking
it off your
no.
hands.
That's not what it's worth now. It's worth way more than that.
Well, yeah, exactly. So you bought at the bottom of the market, and now the market is stabilized to like an increased price. It's probably worth like 400 grand right now. So yeah, you're in a place where a home is like a pretty decent investment, but it's not going to be a good investment if you trade that house up and buy a new one. You'll be screwed over. Like what?
No, because when I sell this house, I'll be able to like put most of this down on the new house, and I'll have a relatively similar-ish, maybe a little more mortgage payment, and I'll be in a similar
Yeah, I guess
position.
you have the equity. That's fine. But I'm talking about if someone was
exactly
if someone was to buy a house right now at 400 grand, yeah, it may go up in the next 15 years to like 600, 700. But it's not going to justify the initial investment and the continued investment. The 300 grand would be like almost a minor gain based on how much is put into it over the years. And so I said, like, investing is just better. You can even invest in real estate.
I'm not doubting you that investing is good. I invest myself, right? At Robinhood, I have Vanguard.
Better.
I do.
It's better. It's better. Well, I'm telling you, I promise you.
So I can't argue that because I haven't looked at the number comparison.
Do it. I'm telling you, like literally, ask ChatGPT before you go to work. Like,
I don't trust ChatGPT personally, right?
What's it gonna lie about? What's it gonna lie about?
It's just some person typing in some shit, right? But like the point is
exactly. So you just ask it, or just take all the numbers before you go to work.
I want to look up data. That's what I want to look up is data.
Well, it'll do that for you. That's why it's AI.
Okay, anyway, hey, dude, I got a dip. I really need to get to work. But next time I'm live, if you want to come back on, you're welcome to.
Yeah. Work? I'm actually curious. You keep the eyeliner on at work?
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't give a fuck what people say.
What do you do for work, man?
Forklift operator.
This trap. Is that at Lowe's or something?
Nope.
Do they not like make fun of you? I feel like forklift guys are like blue collar kind of.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I have thicker skin than people making fun of a little bit of ink, and I know it just makes them insecure, so I laugh about it.
Oh, okay. That's right. I see. All right, see ya.
All right, man. Later. All right, guys. I'm gonna fucking call it there. That was relatively good live. I do need to dip out, so I'm not sure when I'll be on next. So yeah, I'll try and do tomorrow again around the same time, starting around noonish. But yeah, we'll see. Either way, one last time, if you like the live, please feel free to drop me a follow, a like, all those things. Yeah, until then, I'm Abyssal End, and I'll see you all next time. Later.